All right. Special episode, glad to be with you. We have going to be a full episode. We told you about this yesterday. You were warned. In studio, the HodgeTwins. You know, actually, a lot of conservatives, maybe you don't know them. Probably the most, would you say the most successful, like, fitness channels on YouTube?
I would say so.
Yeah, it was one of the first. I mean, when we first started doing it, it was only maybe like a handful of guys. But now you got everybody and their grandma doing it. So they're like killed it for everybody.
Especially when you just go on Instagram and you get the guys who just clearly do juice, and you're like, no, it's all natural, bro. Just buy my chicken breasts.
Yeah, I can't compete with that, man.
Yeah.
Well, first off, before we go, what's the best plug for you? Where's the best place for people to find you?
We do so much stuff, man. It's all of it's garbage, really.
Well, we got a YouTube channel called.
Plug them all, man. Let them pick. Let them decide.
We have a YouTube channel called HodgeTwins. That's where we give advice to guys about dating and
Life coach.
Yeah, it's life coach.
Yeah, but it's unlicensed.
Yeah.
So it's professional, but we don't have a license to do
No.
it.
So legally you're covered now? All right.
Yeah.
By the way, for people, it's not an act. We were filming with them yesterday,
So true.
and they were up in the changing room. We just, man, shut up! And they were just laughing. They just entertained themselves
all day long.
They're like the biracial adult equivalent of Timmy and Tommy Tibble. Just like in the cartoon, just 100%. The kids. It's like a tumbleweed of fighting, and then it's very. This is a lot of people think it's not like you guys are putting it on.
Yeah, they're listening to us up there.
I know it's coming down from the hotel and you're dancing, but I can hear you guys coming down the elevator.
It's true. Yeah.
So, yeah. A lot of the stuff we do is us. We just kick it up a couple notches. So,
yeah, exactly. You turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
But
maybe
so,
100.
Kind of. What was your story? I know you were in the Marines, and then when did you got on YouTube really early?
Yeah.
Yeah, our first YouTube video, we actually put it up on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Right? Our first YouTube video, and our first comment was, "What loser puts up a video on Christmas Day?"
Yeah.
With no subscribers.
Right.
That's what the comment.
Because we just started that
Yeah,
channel.
And those are the worst kinds of comments
Yeah.
because that truth cuts deeply.
Yeah.
Like if someone's just
Yeah.
like, you suck, you're like, whatever. But when someone's like, hey man, you got more gray hair there than you had last week, you're like,
Yeah.
damn it.
They see, I know
Yeah.
they see everything. I was like, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
What was the first video you did on Christmas?
I can't even remember.
It was a comedy sketch.
Oh, yeah, it's the bathroom, right?
Yeah, it's the bathroom comedy sketch. I don't think it's up anymore. It's horrible.
It's our first video.
Yeah, it was the worst video ever.
Yeah.
Well, that's well, my first video I ever did like solo. I did stuff with my brother on his channel back in 2006, and then I think it was in 2008, and it was bitching about Planet Fitness.
Yeah,
and it was right around Christmas too. I uploaded like December 27th.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because there were all kinds of, I know you guys went to Planet Fitness for a while, but I remember this was a new thing, the lunk alarm.
Yeah.
And I got mocked mercilessly for that. But what made you decide, okay, we're going to do, because I think a lot of times people, they just hear the story, they go, man, we didn't ever expect it. It just kind of happened. That's not true. You guys put in a lot of work. You had no subscribers, you upload a video, and then you were consistently uploading videos. Did you have a vision like early on, like, okay, this is going somewhere?
It was more of a hobby.
More of a hobby. We was doing it for fun. We knew people was making money, but I never expected, it's going to turn out what it did. We just trying to make a little extra money, pay a light bill, maybe pay my car payment on time, something like that. But we had no vision that it was going to take off the way.
And now you decided to throw it all away by coming on this conservative show. So you're Coon of the Year award.
I'm going to hear that for months.
Yeah. I knew you guys were some coons. You was on Lottery Cry the other day.
Yeah.
Well, so we watched that. Funny, I'm sure I think my dad was talking about this with you when he was in the car. My brother and I watched you early on, and we're going, oh, those guys are conservatives who just, they don't know it yet. We say this all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
I say the same thing about Larry David, but I don't think he'll ever actually be a registered Republican. But Larry David is a good example. The reason I say that is he just wants to be left alone.
Right.
He finds people pretentious, self-important. He wants people to be self-reliant. But then he goes and he votes, far, far left his whole life. I looked at you guys and was like, okay, good-looking guys, business, entrepreneurs, kind of doing it without a net. When I found out military, I was like, oh, conservatives who didn't realize it yet. So that's always interesting to me because now you guys, I wouldn't say conservatives, but you're definitely you're considered on the edge. Some of your views with the
we're definitely on the edge.
The trans. I don't want to.
Killing us.
There's so much in the break before this, and now they're quiet. Should hear them talk about Bruce Jenner and Johnny Mathis and.
Yeah. Well, the whole Bruce Jenner thing, that's just.
Well, We're talking about Obama.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
you said you were excited when he first got
Yeah,
president.
As a black man, I was happy.
I was like, man, this is awesome. I saw
We have a black president.
What's his name? Reggie Jackson? No, that's the baseball player. What's the other Jackson?
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson.
You said Reggie Jackson?
Yeah, that's
Jesse Jackson. They saw
He
Jesse.
played for the Yankees. He son of a
Shut
bitch.
up. Jesse Jackson was sitting there and he was crying when he got, when he won and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he's crying because he didn't become the first black president.
Yeah, I remember
That's
when
what-
he ran. Jesse Jackson?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, I think he got like 10% of the vote.
Yeah, but I remember, I was so happy. I was like, man, this is awesome, because I always felt like racism. It's pretty much, it's pretty much gone, right?
Yeah,
that
until,
proves it to
until
me
you two
anyway.
walk in a room and start calling each other what you do when you're off it.
Yeah, but then after his first 4 years, and then he put Obamacare out, and my insurance went through the roof. I was like, man, this dude. This dude's killing me, because we're paying like.
Yeah, our insurance rate, because we're self-employed.
Yeah, you're
so
self-insured.
Our insurance rate went from, like, I pay for my insurance, it's like, what, $1,200 a month?
Yeah,
Something like
well,
that?
when he first went in, yeah.
When he first went in, now it's almost doubled. And I lost coverage.
Really, yeah.
So it really sucked
Well, that's
for
what's
us.
so funny. We were talking about this yesterday. Samantha Bee. They're talking about, they're like, well, Donald Trump wants to take away insurance from 10 million people.
Yeah.
And it's projected that premiums would rise 10% by 2027. Like,
Yeah.
you're bitching about 10%. That's almost
Yeah.
inflation in
I'll
10
tell you
years.
that,
yeah.
It went up 105% in 4 years.
Yeah.
And
It is funny, too, because we got this letter. And it explained everything why insurance rates up. It kept saying because of Obamacare.
Yeah.
I said, that black mother. I said, this mother.
Well, I thought it was great because it's telling everybody's gonna be insured, everybody's
I said,
covered,
this is great,
which is
man.
great, right?
Yeah.
And then when I got to my first bill, I was like, man, what the is this?
Right.
I was so pissed, and I
Because
was like,
I've been uninsured before, and it sucks. You get hurt, you don't have, but
Yeah.
you know,
but you just, if you're,
you
this
just
is
go.
another, this is another thing though too. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We talked about this. If for example you're here illegally and you don't have a social security number, you just
Yeah.
go to the emergency room and it doesn't hurt your credit score.
Yeah, just tell them your name is
There's no one named
Yeah.
Jose
Yeah.
in El Paso, Texas, with a bad credit rating.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't think
neutral.
they got credit reports in
No,
this.
no, I don't think so either.
Credit? What's that?
So you okay? So this, but would you say now would it be fair to then say like before this kind of bill hit you that maybe you were uninformed? You just kind of heard him and took him at his word. Thought, oh, he wants to do good things.
yeah.
Well, at
I
the
was-
time, I actually voted for him.
All right.
So
Well,
I'm
we'll
gonna go ahead
forget
and put that out there. Next year, I didn't vote for him. I voted for Mitt.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for him because some bitch raised my damn insurance rate.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you know, I didn't know much about politics, and I wasn't an entrepreneur at the time, so things changed a lot in my life. So I see things a lot different. That extra money I was spending in insurance, I could have hired somebody to run my business. You know, I could have.
well, help you anyway.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing right now we talk about when they talk about like corporate tax rates, right? We have the highest corporate tax rate in the industrialized world. It's 39%. I'm just saying when they're going, well, they want to give a tax break to that. Well, hold on a second. No, what we just want to do is reduce the corporate tax rate to the same as in Germany or, you know, these other socialist utopias, and they want to take more than half. Or like the death tax. Think of how crazy that is.
That's crazy. You gotta pay a tax when you die.
He only wants 68%. And to me, it's not dogmatic. It's like, well, hold on a second. I'm not religious about like I understand, but I just don't want you to take more than half of my stuff after I die. That's already been taxed.
That's insane.
And you could, like I said, hire other people. You know, when we talk about that, kind of like we talk about sort of the, you know, a lot of people talk about the black community, and they say, well, the white Mitt Romney just says, well, we're going to help them with jobs, and that's just think about it. A good example is I don't know if you necessarily would hire black people based on your previous statements, maybe not. But
No, we actually got a black person.
and we actually gave him a bonus for Christmas. He just called me up and said, man, thanks for the bonus, but I appreciate it, man.
So I'm looking out for my people.
well, there you go. But if you guys were taxed less, you could hire more. That's how you could help your community as opposed to promising stuff.
Cutting the tax rate for corporate or LLCs is it would benefit the economy a lot. You know, you shouldn't tax corporates more and tax people that they hire less. I mean, it should have an equal balance. Jobs is what push the economy. You know, so.
It's crazy. So you get your insurance goes up. Then does that what takes you from there to watching small Jewish male Ben Shapiro on YouTube? Because that's still kind of a leap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I was on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking at some Black Lives Matter videos, right? And then there's a video about Ben Shapiro destroys Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and I was like, this guy's pretty smart.
Were you ever on board with the Black Lives Matter thing before that, or were you just kind of investigating?
There is a police brutality problem, but it's not a black and white issue. Everybody's getting shot and killed.
Yeah.
There's
Like that
definitely
one-
a problem, but black people are not getting shot because they're black.
Right.
You out there putting yourself in harm's way, and mistakes are going to happen. You're going to put your life in somebody else's hands, and that's happening to everybody. Mexican, white, black, it happens
What's
to
the
everybody.
white guy that got shot and just came out? It
Oh,
was in Arizona, I think.
Not good, Jared.
I think his last name was Graves or something.
I think so. Yeah, sorry.
I saw
we
that
don't care about the
video.
white people who get shot.
Yeah, you don't hear about them.
Yeah.
It's got to be a black person.
It was actually more likely. White young males are actually more likely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
to be
saw
shot.
that video and I was like, man, that was horrible what that cop did, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, it was just
And a lot of times cops, listen, they have a tough job. It's not a fair. It's
Oh,
kind
I
of like
know
you
it's
guys
a
were in the
tough job.
military and
Yeah,
people have
yeah,
an opinion
yeah,
on
tough
it.
job.
Very
but
tough job.
there needs to be better training with some of these things. I think everyone's on board with like the
A
body
lot
cam.
better. This dude was shaking and crying, and
It was like, please don't shoot me. And he fell down and he was drunk. Oh my God, he's got a gun. And he shoots him.
Daniel Shaver.
Daniel Shaver,
yeah,
that's it. Yeah, well, so because you went to Black YouTube, you were talking about this, and the reason I asked was you were like, you're like, yeah, who's that black guy? Black Lives Matter. Where's the blue vest? I'm like, oh yeah, DeRay.
yeah, I met him.
Yeah, I met him,
But
yeah.
it amazes me that as black Americans, you didn't know who DeRay is. Like he's
Yeah,
just
I'm not
ubiquitous in
really-
our house.
Yeah,
He's
I really
hysterical.
don't. Yeah. I really don't understand. I understand where they're coming from, but they would have had much of a better outcome if it didn't make it all about race.
Yeah, he's also really gay.
Yeah, he's gay as f.
He ran, he
He's
ran
a nice
for
guy though, but if they, I think it'd have been a lot better with handling the whole police brutality thing if everything wasn't just based on race.
Yeah.
If they'd have came out and said all lives matter, you would have had everybody jump
Well, some
on
people
board.
did, and then they were
Yeah.
excoriated, right? By
Yeah,
the
yeah,
black
yeah.
community who
Racist,
said all lives
yeah.
matter.
I was called a racist. I did a video. I think I actually deleted because I'm a punk. But they're saying we was racist. No, it's all. Everybody knows white lives matter. It's black lives matter. I'm like, black lives do matter. It's like,
Yeah,
no, they
that's-
don't.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I remember I went to go see the guy who makes my T-shirts, right?
Wait,
But we said-
Hollister? Mr. Hollister?
No, it's about right when the Black Lives Matter movement started.
Right.
We was
It's
going to
a
go pick up some shirts that was printed for us. He said, "Hey, man."
you're black, right?
He said,
Yeah.
you're black?
Yeah.
Oh,
He didn't know. I guess the green eyes had fooled him, but he said, "Man,
Yeah.
what's going on with this Black Lives Matter movement?" I said, "I don't know. I don't answer to the Black Lives Matter or anything." He didn't understand because
Nah,
he just
he was the reason why he brought up.
Yeah.
He didn't like it.
Yeah.
He said he thought it was all BS.
right.
So I mean,
Well, DeRay, we left so hard because of the blue vest, and then there
Oh,
happened in
gosh.
that Planet of the Apes
Planet
new
of the
film. There
Apes.
happened to be an ape
Yeah, I
with a blue
saw
vest.
that.
I think it was a coincidence, really.
Well, I mean, it's just funny that the first, and by the way, if you watch it, it wasn't even like the same blue vest.
It's not
These are
even-
talking apes
Yeah.
Yeah.
in like beanies with M16s.
I think
And
it
he
was
looks,
a
he's like, blue
compliment, man.
vest.
I thought it was a compliment, man. They comparing you to one of the people on the Planet of the Apes, the funny one, the funny monkey. Man, that dude was awesome. Did you ever
Hey,
see
kid, I
that?
got something for you right here.
Well,
Hold
what,
on.
what you got, man?
Hey, hold on, man. Here it comes, man.
What is it, man?
Here's your Coon of the Year award.
I knew I should have
No, have you seen
copyrighted
the
that
movie?
bit.
The monkey with the vest on?
Yeah, he was good. He was a good
It was
monkey.
funny, man.
Yeah, he's
I thought it was
funny.
a compliment.
Had
Man.
the clean blue vest on. It was
It's
nice.
so funny to me that Black Lives Matter, like the first thing he did is he just saw a monkey in a vest in a sea of monkeys with M16s,
Yeah.
you know, talking, and was like, that's racist.
Yeah.
That's clearly meant to be me. Now, if the
Yeah.
monkey spoke with a lisp, you know,
Yeah.
like sashaying around like a little sprite, maybe I could
Right.
see that it was
I
based
think
on him.
when you're based everything your whole life is based around race.
Yeah, you put yourself
You
in a
see
box.
things. You
Different.
see things like, oh, they're talking about me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people.
Especially people in the black community put themselves in a box.
Yeah.
Everything's based around being black.
Yeah.
They don't ever step outside of that box and put themselves in everybody else.
Like my daughter, it's like she. I always told her, it's like, just don't have black friends. You need to have white friends. You need to have Asian friends. I mean, you need
Yeah.
to.
Wait, hold on a second. You said just don't have black friends. I mean, don't
Yeah.
only have black friends.
Yeah, don't
it
only
sounded
have
like you're
black
saying
friends.
just
Yeah.
don't have black friends. No, don't do
Yeah.
it.
When we grew up, I had black friends, I had white friends, and it was a good mix for us because,
Yeah.
both sides are different. And I just think that a lot of black people put themselves in a box,
Yeah.
and they think everything in their life is based around them being black. If they don't get a job, it's because I'm black.
Yeah.
No, maybe because you wasn't qualified for the job.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
maybe you was just an told in an interview and you didn't realize it. I mean, people just like to put themselves in a box, and it's not always like that. And I used to be that black person, like, oh man, you didn't hire me. Why? It's I'm telling you, because I'm black.
Yeah.
I know that's what it is.
Well, when we grew up,
I can think of a litany of reasons they probably didn't hire you before.
But as I grew up and I see things, I learned to see things from a different point of view, and it's like, I think.
yeah.
Do you worry though? Because the thing is, also, if you're doing, if people like DeRay, people like Sean King, well, it's not really fair because he's a white guy, but you know what I mean. If people with the Black Lives Matter, they're framing everything with, okay, we're in the black box. You know, I do think, yeah, but there are a lot of white people who are oblivious, right? Who were genuinely colorblind. Like, I grew up in a post-racial Canada, let alone America.
Right.
But now when they say, okay, here's the box, do you ever have the worry that white people are going to go, oh, I guess this is our box now. I guess we're all in a box, you know, because that's the natural reaction. Whether it's saying, okay, privilege, I need to check it, so I should be ashamed, or going the other way, you know, and running over people with Dodge Challengers.
Yeah, that's
I don't believe in white privilege, man. It's like, I've seen a couple people doing videos on that. So I forget what video I saw, but he was saying that some white homeless guy is worth more than I am. And the guy was very successful on YouTube. I forget his name.
Don't bring that up, please.
And I was like, that don't make a lot of sense to me. You know?
I'm sure because you were talking with Darren, my dad, and you know, he was raised in Detroit.
Yeah.
Did you tell about that? Yeah. So like the idea of white privilege, he was not a wealthy kid, and he was there for the Detroit riots. My grandfather ran reconnaissance. So then they did that film. Was it the Detroit? But what was set at the hotel? Yeah, it wasn't called So and So Motel. It was called Detroit.
The movie.
Yeah, it was just a horrible film. Okay, so you voted for Mitt Romney. I mean, that's as white as it possibly gets. So I'd imagine you caught a lot of flack. And now here we are in the era of Donald Trump where everything's offensive. Do you feel like culturally maybe some doors are opening because everything's been pushed so far that the left paradigm has shifted? Kind of like, I mean, I got to imagine a lot of people, whether they're white or black, are like, all right, so Caitlyn Jenner's a transgender lesbian.
I don't know what
a penis
Caitlyn is.
Yeah. I thought when she
I'm still learning about
when he
the whole
transitioned into a female, I was like, oh, okay, so he I mean she likes guys. You know, because that's But see, but no, she. I mean, man.
That's because you ignorant. That's why.
It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah, but she actually still likes women and dates women. So I was like,
she's a lesbian. I mean, he's a lesbian.
She is actually. Well, he's a lesbian. I mean,
it's hard. It's hard to keep track of, and I wonder if that kind of bridges the racial and cultural divide now, where everyone's just so confused that we're just like, all right, we're in this together.
Yeah.
We don't know what to make of this. Like when Fallon Fox, we talked about guy to female trans beating the hell out of women in the cage.
Oh, beating the hell out of them.
Oh yeah.
That ain't right.
That is
not right. That is a man beating the shit out of a woman right there.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
and by the way, not a good. I know you know some MMA fighters. Not a good fighter, Fallon Fox. If you watch it, it's very much just a man beating up a woman. It's not like technically sound. It's just like picking them up.
No technique, just slam and just elbow and punch.
Like you're surprised he doesn't wear a wife beater.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Bam Bam from the Flintstones, just whack.
I saw that. I said, man, that is not right.
It's not
why are y'all letting this happen?
Well, because he can't say no. I mean, that's the thing. We talk, this whole slippery slope argument, right? If you go back to people like, well, hold on, where does it stop? I'm like, no, that's just silly, the slippery slope. Well, what's the slippery slope people are saying now? Remember, they're going, well, I guess what's the pedophilia thing? Slippery slope. Well, now we're finding out that wasn't a slippery slope.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know about the YouTube Kids thing, did you? All the weird pedophilic stuff. Yeah, it's been going. I mean, because you guys have been demonetized almost entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had weird pedophilia videos on YouTube Kids. Remember, it was like billions of plays, like kids getting flu shots and stuff like that, and like spanked.
Wow.
Yeah.
They still up?
I think they're still up.
I have to go do some research.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. With it, if your kids going there on YouTube, you never know. And it's like you're the most advanced tech company in the world, and your algorithms can't find out that there are pedophiles with like 5 billion plays. But the HodgeTwins.
Yeah, I say I drop an F-bomb and I get demonetized. And
we don't even drop the F-bombs that much.
Yeah, we haven't cursed in a video on YouTube for like
a couple months now.
Have you gotten backlash from people like, man, why aren't you cursing?
We saw some backlash.
You're not real
because
anymore.
You're selling out. I was like, well,
it's that platform.
I just don't want to be broke, man. That's all.
I got to keep my lights on.
Yeah.
You know. So, but thank God we was doing other things, so money's not it wasn't that big of an issue.
Well, you've been pretty smart about that. So you talk about being an entrepreneur. You know, you guys sell supplements and you sell you have clothes, and then you do a lot of live shows.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the reverse. A lot of people, you know, okay, they transition. They would go TV and live shows, or they would go live shows and try and get big on YouTube. You guys use your YouTube leverage to bring in audiences.
Yeah.
YouTube nowadays is TV, so
It
like
is.
things have totally changed. You had back in the day, you had to start off, you had to grind, you had to go to clubs, you had to do open mics, and
Stage.
eventually they give you a weekend, and then from there you just
Maybe get in a movie and then you would blow up.
Then you would, blow up. You have a huge audience. For us, it was like reverse. We did YouTube. That was very successful. We always liked it stand up, so we started, researching, studying other comedians, and it's like, hey, let's do it. So
Was it hard? I got.
Oh man, the first time I walked on
my first
stage,
time I stepped on stage, man.
I actually woke up the night before our first show.
The night of the show.
The night of the show,
That morning, yeah.
Yeah,
Woke up,
so-
I couldn't breathe, man. I was like, man.
My heart was racing. I said, let's get the hell
I
out
said,
of here.
what the hell are we thinking, man?
I know.
Yeah, and I
Went on
remember
stage, my feet was so heavy going up the steps.
that's the weirdest feeling. I walked up the steps to the stage,
Yeah.
and I could hardly pick my legs up. That's how nervous. And then when you walk out on stage, you see all these people looking at you.
Yeah, and they got this look on their face like, man, this dude's nervous as
So it's like I remember our first two shows we did at the LA Convention Center.
It's at a fitness expo.
It was at a fitness expo.
They turned out good, but
Yeah.
looking back on it now,
Yeah.
we've learned so much.
It's
since
something
we
you
started.
definitely can't learn by studying a book or
Yeah.
reading or looking at people.
Right.
You actually got to go up on stage and do
do
it.
You still get nervous going up on stage though?
Nah, it's cool.
Nah,
Really?
more now I just get anxious. I just want to get on stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still get nervous. Funny, that shows you that
Yeah.
Naka Jared's a sociopath. He opened for me. Well, it's been once or twice now.
Once or twice. I don't
Once or
remember.
twice.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wrote some material, sat down, like, okay, let's write some material for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you nervous? I said, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I
You
guess
gotta
because you're
have
not
that
really
men-
dependent on it either. It was just
Yeah.
sort of something you were doing. You were making some extra
Yeah.
I'm not
cash.
dependent. I resigned the fact that my career is over after wearing that shirt once.
Available at the merch shop. I think they're going to be selling it at their shop and doing a split on it too. So, do you feel like, do you look back when you started stand up now that you've come a long way?
Oh,
Yeah,
a long
definitely
way.
a long way.
Long
Yeah.
way, definitely.
You guys
Like
get a
I-
lot of reps and you do so many shows.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
probably
it's a
got about
lot.
100 on our belt now.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of shows. Not this month, but next month, January, we're going to be
Like 12 shows.
going to Michigan. We're going to El Paso, your favorite place.
Where are you going? Where are you going to Michigan?
Pontiac, right?
Pontiac, Michigan.
Ooh.
Ooh,
A lot of people said stay away from Detroit.
Well,
Is
Pontiac's
Pontiac
not very
bad?
nice either.
Pontiac.
it's the runoff from Detroit.
Yeah, Pontiac's not great.
Yeah, you're not in
Yeah.
good hands.
Yeah, Pontiac's not a great spot. The only thing they're known for is like the country's best haunted house, that Erebus thing.
And they have some really big like movie studios there. They shot like the Batman versus Superman stuff there.
Yeah, because there's nothing there, so you can get the land for nothing. You don't even need a license. You really
Oz.
just go on the
Oz.
lot.
Oh,
You shot Oz there?
they shot Oz there.
Yeah. They shot Oz there. And I remember RoboCop, the original RoboCop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original RoboCop was set in Detroit, and they shot it in Dallas. And I think the new one was set in Dallas, but they shot it all in Detroit because it is totally just a post-apocalyptic scenario.
Yeah. Be a great place to go then, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. And then you move on down. So where can people see where your shows are happening?
Yeah.
HodgeTwinsTour.com. I
Yeah.
kind of, something got stuck in my throat. HodgeTwinsTour.com.
Yeah.
During the break, were you?
No.
You're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You need some water? Don't get too close to not get you. That's the thing.
I
You,
got this,
throat oddities are kind of the norm. So what do you guys expect next? You have the demonetization now kind of deal. You've been doing more shows. You've been coming more and more open, sort of topically, like culturally, politically. I don't want to take anyone out of the closet.
To come
but-
at it from both angles.
Right.
You know, try to paint a picture for both people what each side is thinking, but
from the left and from the right.
you can't.
Even if you come in neutral, I knew it. These voted for Trump. I hate him. I'm unsubscribed. But I'm like, dude, I'm just coming in neutral. What are you
Yeah, I
talking
didn't
about?
even say. I'm just neutral.
Right.
I'm not bashing the guy. You know.
Yeah.
So
When was the YouTube Black event you went to?
that was about 3 months ago.
Oh, so it wasn't long ago.
Yeah, this is our second time going.
Yeah.
How
It's,
how was that? Did you guys feel it all like the odd man out? Because it's almost like a political activist thing.
I
YouTube
think
Black.
it's great. I think it's great to.
It's just YouTube showing the black creators.
Yeah, because a lot of people in the black community feel like no one cares about them. So
Yes.
in that sense, I thought it was good. But you do see that, a lot of the issues that blacks have is that they keep putting themselves in that box. They always blaming racism and things like that. So look, man, when I go to my shows, 90% of my audience is white because we never put ourselves in that box.
Yeah.
We're just not black comedians. We're just not black YouTubers. We're just YouTubers. And if a lot of blacks look at life like that, I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm just another person.
I just got to work hard to get where I'm going at LB.
What did the YouTube? What did they serve at the craft table?
Yeah, what do they serve at the craft table?
Because they gave us white people like quinoa, and it was terrible.
Wait. Oh yeah, and yeah, they did.
And
They gave us
hummus.
very white people food.
Yeah,
I think they gave it to us too, man.
Is that what they
No, they
gave?
gave us a bunch of watermelon and fried chicken.
Man, shut up. Hey, Kevin, hey, look. Hey, I got something right here for you.
No, you already gave me one, man. You gonna give me another Coon of the Year
No,
one?
man, this is Coon of the Year Award.
Man, shut up.
What did they give
And then
us?
what they did is shuffle you off stage and then be like, "Hey, hold on, we
Coffee
love to
and
hear what you
beige.
have to say, but we got to do a black tranny makeup tutorial here. We got to put that on the trending list."
Yeah,
Well, actually, they had a lot of. They had Common came. They had
Who?
Issa Rae Common,
Common.
the rapper.
Oh, Common.
Yeah,
the
then
rapper.
I can't talk right. And then they had Issa Rae from that show.
Insecure.
Insecure.
I don't know.
They had a couple more.
Yeah, we're
people.
actually on that show. What are you talking about? It was on.
I couldn't think of the name of the show, man. I'm sorry.
You were on the show Insecure?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
had
did
a
like
little cameo.
Oh, there you go. Did you? What was it? Were you in the makeup chair while Tranny did a makeup tutorial?
Nah, we
for
had
you?
a
Is that
shirts
what-
off.
It's no trading.
Nothing
actually.
like being typecast.
Yeah, we was just had our shirts off, doing the whole fitness
We was
thing.
in the gym. It was like the little scene that her boyfriend was looking at some YouTube videos, and we was on set. We was in the gym giving him advice. So.
Would you rather be typecast as black guys or typecast as the shirtless guys?
If
you have to pick.
If I had to pick, shirtless guys.
Really? You only got a
That's
few
one
years
thing
of
I
that,
want to
though.
know is, he's a famous black YouTuber. I just want to be known as the YouTuber. I could care less what my race is.
But you'd rather be known as that's the famous shirtless YouTuber?
Yeah.
But you only, but you only got a few years of that,
Yeah.
You can age
Clock is
into anything
ticking.
else.
The
Yeah.
clock is ticking.
Clock is ticking.
So okay, we'll go into that. Well, we got to go into the fitness. Now, obviously, you were in the military. Did this start when you were in the Marines? The fitness, or have you been doing it your whole life
Well, we
in
started
athletics?
when I was in the
Yeah.
military, got out of the military, and I just got fat.
Yeah.
I was about 240, 250 at 32. And
Yeah.
I was just looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, man, this sucks. I'm with my wife in the bedroom, getting it on, got my shirt on and everything.
Yeah, my titties was bigger than my wife.
I wouldn't even take my clothes off. I just unzip my zipper. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like looking at myself, you
Yeah.
know?
You're the fat kid at the pool.
I was
with
the guy
t-shirt.
having sex with his wife with a shirt on.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I'm 32. I shouldn't feel like this.
Yeah.
So we started getting back into fitness.
Yeah.
Then we got in shape.
And it
then-
bounced back really quick because when we was in the military, I lived for like a couple of years. I was really serious about it. Yeah. So we took like 10 months off, but right when we started training, it took about 6 months.
We got good results. We started our YouTube channel. We started
Yeah.
giving other people advice, even though we'd only been doing it for like a year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
which really took on, and a lot of people liked it. So
Yeah.
that really catapulted us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's also something, like you said, you bounce back really quickly. So you got to attribute some of it to genetics, right? A lot of
Yeah.
people wouldn't, you guys look good. It's okay. This is a studio full. We need a woman in here so it doesn't feel awkward. You're married. I'm married. It's cool.
Yeah. Y'all see some guys in the gym say, man, I'm glad I'm not that guy. His genetics suck.
Just when it's like a weird body type.
Yeah.
Hey, you the HodgeTwins, right? Why my arms won't grow? I was like, man, you ain't eating enough, man. Got to eat more.
But that's not
Then you
what
walk
it is.
away and say, man, your genetics suck.
Well, I mean, everyone has certain genetic traits. Like George
Yeah.
St. Pierre even talked about. He's like, I've never had pecs in my life, man. But he has delts and legs. Like,
Right,
but what
yeah.
you can do, and this is one thing I'm sure you get all the time. You get questions all the time. Like, how do I get the Ryan Reynolds body, or how do I get the Michael Phelps body? We get the Phelps body by being the greatest swimmer who ever lived. First off,
yeah.
but you can't really do that. But you can do the best for your body type.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right, right.
You know,
He
you
said,
never
well, you're
look
not
like
gonna look
someone.
like him, but you can look better than what you're looking right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop eating as
Yeah.
much, and you gotta start lifting weights, man. And
Yeah.
compared to what you are now, you're gonna look like $1 million. But compared to him, you're never gonna look like him.
Compared to the guy who bangs his wife
Yeah.
with a nightie on.
Yeah.
You were the fat kid at the pool with the t-shirt on. You're like, no, guys, I have really bad sunburn. We're like, no, you don't. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening, titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that
I don't
too.
know how I grow tits when I start eating. I just get tits.
Well, we stop lifting, man.
No, when I stop lifting and I eat a lot, I get tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I gain weight, it's always in my face and my ass and my chest.
Yeah, I
generally
get it in my tits and my gut. I look like a
Yeah, I
pregnant
just
chick.
get it in the gut, man. It goes right here.
Really?
Yeah, your tits too, man.
Man, get off.
Get some of that tit action going.
Y'all get some tit action and some gut action going.
So what would you say to people here who are like, this isn't necessarily a fitness show or fitness channel? What's their first step? I talk about it all the time, like kind of,
Just
but
get
what would
in
you
the
say?
gym and just try to make it fun. Don't make it like a,
Yeah. Don't be. It's not.
yeah.
Don't have to make it all serious. Just go in there.
Just go in and
sweat a
have
little.
fun, get your body movement,
Yeah.
moving. I mean, and take baby steps. I know
Yeah.
when we first started working out again, I started off with push-ups, sit-ups, doing some plyometrics, and just start looking at other YouTubers and look at. I mean, all the information is online nowadays.
Yeah.
So,
But
whatever.
that's also what's tough. So like, a good,
Yeah.
like, let's take this. I don't say this to be insulting, but you have good genetics, right? So you can sell stuff. Let's say, for example, that doesn't work. People say, "Well, I'll look like the HodgeTwins," so they'll do it. Now, take it one step further. People who are just juiced out of their mind, you see on YouTube and on Instagram, who lie about it and then use it to sell stuff.
Yeah.
That's because that's come along. I say in the last 2 years.
Oh, but it came
yeah.
on strong last 2-3 years.
Yeah. How frustrating is that for you guys? Because then they go like, well, the HodgeTwins, they're only 215, 220. This guy's 260 with veins
I hate
in
it
his
when they
wiener.
compare you to somebody that's a IFBB pro too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a pro bodybuilder. I'm just going to the
Just
gym.
fitness, and it's like
I also won't drop dead at 42.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. And it's like I don't know people. I don't
People
know.
are very gullible.
Yeah, they're very gullible, and
go.
they see you on YouTube, and let's say that I'm a big roided up guy, and I'm like, look, I'm 100% natural, and they tell everybody what they want to hear, so they like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's right. I'm just being a little girl about it. I gotta go out there and do what he's doing. I'm gonna look just like him. And the
Yeah.
guy's on steroids.
Yeah.
And he's got great
Then
genetics.
it's like trends. People like to call their
Wait, trends or trans?
well, trend
He's
too.
got a
now.
fetish with trans.
Oh, we almost got sued by an angry world champion powerlifter, bodybuilder, trans person. I won't say the name on air. I'll tell you afterward. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like the
Sued?
word. I mean, you don't want this person mad at you.
Really?
Good thing it just was lawyers. Turns out we were right.
Could it be? Didn't you just narrow it down?
No, there are a few now. There are a few, but it makes sense because it's that body dysmorphia, right? Like you think about like, these bodybuilders. Like you guys are balanced, healthy. You do some fast food stuff kind of on your channel. You know, it's about living a balanced lifestyle. But you look at the crazy bodybuilders; it's not balanced.
Yeah.
And it is. It's body dysphoria or body dysmorphia,
it's not
dysphoria.
healthy. It's
That's how it's
dysphoria.
classified in the DSM-5,
Yeah.
the psychological handbook. And it was the same for people who are transgender or people who are paranoid. You know, I'm small or I'm fat.
Right.
People, it was classified as the same kind of disorder.
Right.
The only one that's been removed is trans. But it makes sense that you see a lot of bodybuilders, and I mean a lot of them now, surprisingly
does
becoming
make sense.
trans.
Really?
Think about it, because it's very skin deep.
Yeah, I know.
Right? It's very
Yeah, like
fleshly.
right now, I weigh like what 215. I feel fat.
Really?
Yeah.
You
'cause
just said that. I feel fat.
it's a little gay, huh?
I feel fat.
Well, it looks like that because you got long fingers, so when you do this, it just looks.
Yeah.
Do this, man. Come
It
on.
was ET.
Yeah, dude. It's just
I think I'm gonna come out of the closet, man. I'm gay as
15. You feel. Yeah, you guys look good.
Yeah,
There you go.
because
I
you
just skated up more.
you into it like the normal person when they see a person, somewhat fit is, oh, this guy's buff, or like you see the actors getting ready for a movie, this guy's super buff, but to somebody that like lifts every day and knows
into
how to diet,
fitness.
it's like, oh man, he's not buff.
Well, that's a
he's
big
fat.
thing. It's how you see yourself. And we talk about this with Naka and Jared.
Yeah.
It's how you see yourself. Like when you picture yourself, if you picture a fat guy, you're always going to be overweight. If when you picture yourself, you picture a set point of someone who's fit, who's strong, who's healthy, when you stray from it, you ultimately get back.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big problem. People talk about self-esteem. That's one of the funniest things to me. Like listen, you can tell people to have good self-esteem all you want. They're not going to have good self-esteem if they don't feel good about themselves.
They never feel good about themselves.
Never.
Get you killed. The guy Rich Beyond, he had it serious, and he didn't care how. All he cared about it was what he looked like, and ended up
Yeah,
killing
that
him.
guy. I remember that guy. Yeah, huge. But he was very open about his steroids, which I kind of appreciated. He was like,
No, I appreciated
I'm
that.
a human
No,
pinfish.
definitely. He was a straight shooter. He was honest about what he was doing.
I think the mindset thing too that applies a lot to just success in general.
Yeah.
If you always see yourself as a poor person, the chances are you're probably going to live life longer as a poor person. If you see, hey, I'm going to be a successful person, I think you stand
Do you
a
think
better
that
chance.
translates for you guys? Kind of in the gym, do you think that visualization, same thing of how you see yourselves and being fit, that same discipline has been why you've managed to avoid the adpocalypse and be pretty successful?
Yeah. I mean, whenever when you hit a low, I mean, you can't just give up. I mean, it's always a positive in whatever happens. So you just like we started at HodgeTwins TV. It's like a pay-per-view channel on demand that we can be uncensored, say what we want, and don't have to worry about having to put ads on our
Right.
videos.
You can do all the gay stuff you want with the feeling fat in there.
Yeah, I can be gay as on that if I want to. Yeah, I can come in on a dress. Ain't got to worry about nothing. That's
Yeah.
what my channel.
Nobody's gonna question you.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want. We did that with Planet Fitness. Did you ever see that video? I just went in a dress,
Oh yeah.
marched right on into the ladies' room. Didn't do
Nobody
anything.
stopped you.
Nobody until it was like the third Planet Fitness, and they're like, "We know who you are, Mr. Crowder." I was like, "But I'm not though."
You're not sincere. We don't feel like you're very sincere.
You don't feel like
I'm
you're very sincere.
Did you do that when that was about a year ago when it was really big, as in the news with Target in the bathrooms? Is that
No,
what you
we did it before because there was a Planet Fitness in Michigan where that actually
Before it was
happened.
popular with Target, Planet Fitness
Yeah,
was the first
Planet
one.
Fitness was the
Really make a
first
statement.
one.
The judge free zone.
Do you remember me calling you for the? So I'm like, if you go watch it, it's just Steven Crowder, transgender, Planet Fitness. You'll see it, and it seems so absurd.
Yeah.
But now it's just like no one does anything. It's like, okay, they accept it. I would give him my license with my name, and like, sorry, Steven. Like, no, I'm Stephanie. I'm in transition. I'm like, oh, okay, and then no questions until I had been flagged. So I've been going into a bunch of them, and one of them kicked me out, and he's still in there filming.
Yeah.
And the reason what we did was as a tranny, I set off the lunk alarm. So I went in, the whole stack and the rolling, and I grabbed the biggest dumbbells and an incline press. and
grunting.
Yeah, grunting.
It's crazy, man. We had a weird, funny story, man. We had signed up at a Planet Fitness because we had just lost our job, so we was cutting back expenses.
Yeah.
And that membership was like $10 at
It was
the time.
cheap, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember me and Kip was in the bathroom, was in there flexing. I was like, yeah, making all kinds of games, right?
I'm pretty sure you're paraphrasing. But
Then
yeah.
I heard something like, I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I said, man, what the? I look at this over at the shower, man. It's this little old Asian guy in the corner, fingering his asshole.
Well, he was thumbing his ass.
Yeah, he wasn't fingering it like this. He had his thumb up his ass. I was like, man, what the?
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what the is your problem, man?
Yeah, it's a little.
I think that's the
That is
last
not-
time.
That is not how I expected that to go. When I heard this, I was like, oh, I'm sure I know where this is going.
Yeah, little-
Thumb
little-
up his ass was not.
I looked over, he's like,
But
hey.
how,
I was like, man, that's the weirdest I've ever seen in my life.
but hold on a second. If it's thumb in, like, that's generally like kind of like sound acoustics in this room,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if it's interior, this sound, I mean, that had to be aggressive.
Man, all you see was the fist hanging out, man. You just,
And he looked you in the eye.
yeah, he looked at me and said, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, maybe he saw us looking back on it. We had our shirts off, we was flexing.
Yeah, I was
And
cut,
then
man.
He was in the shower taking a shot, he was like, yeah.
I was like, man, this is.
We ran out, told the guy playing.
I don't know if it's.
Suddenly, me in the
They
ladies'
kicked
room
him
doesn't
out.
seem that bad.
Yeah.
He kicked him out, and they said, man, we've been kicking out that dude like every couple of weeks. He's in there thumbing himself.
I was like, won't you stop him? I was like, won't you stop him at the door? You know he's gonna do the again. You have to walk all the way and go to the bathroom?
Well, first we banned him from the bathroom, and then he just started doing it on the Gravitron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, I heard it for like 2 months. I said, man, what the hell is
I was
that?
like, I thought he was hitting himself on the butt. I said, no, wait a minute. He's thumbing his ass. He likes girth, I guess. Yeah. And,
Old dude, man. He was like in his
I have.
probably
What
late
is it with old
60s.
I'll
Asians
never
at the
forget
gym?
that.
We had a guy. My first gym was a place called Energy Cardio. My parents had to sign off on the dotted line. I was 13, and there was an old Korean guy.
Yeah.
She's going. It was this filthy white V-neck T-shirt that he would use with cargo shorts every day, and he'd just go on the Smith machine, but use it like he'd like do bench press with like 5-pound plates on the Smith machine, but use it like a cardio machine where he'd do it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he would make sound. He'd be like, the whole, like literally, like moaning
I was like,
for
man,
20 minutes, and then he'd stop.
Can
And
you-
I said, hey, can I work in? He's like, oh, no, only 44 minutes. I'm like, what? This is a Smith machine.
It's not cardio.
Hey, you remember those 2 gay guys at the 25?
Man, they're not gay. You don't know if they're gay.
They was gay as The 2, we used to go to this gym, right? I ain't gonna tell
Let me tell you the story. We was at the gym, right? It's 24-hour fitness.
Okay.
Well, they were gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It is if they're thumbing their posterior in the showers
We was
looking you in
working
the eye.
out, and the guy, every time we look up, he's making eye contact with us.
Yeah.
Now, we was in the gym. It was early. It was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, before we had to go to work, yeah.
Yeah, so we would like to work out. The gym wasn't busy. We could film videos, all that stuff. So we was there doing our thing, and this one other guy was in the gym at the time with another guy, and they was lifting weights, and wherever we went, they would go.
Yeah.
And whenever he exercised, like he'd be on the bench, he'd be like this. Oh, 1, 2. 3. He's looking at him. I'm like, let's go over here and do curls.
Yeah. So we go over there and do curls, right? He comes over there and says, yeah, it's heavyweight right here. He's like, yeah, 1. I say, you know what? Let's just leave.
Internal.
That was so uncomfortable. And then a couple times he's like,
Yeah, it's just
I was like, herping, bitch. You gonna or what, man? I said, man, let's get the hell out of here, man. We go to Planet Fitness, old Asian dude thumbing his hole. Now I'm getting fought around by some guy that's trying to bust nuts in his pants working out. But nowadays, you know, we get harassed from people who know who we are, which is cool.
Yeah, which is cool. It's a lot better.
Do you remember when we went to that endurance fitness there in Grand Rapids, Snuggie Jerry?
Oh,
Remember that weird guy?
Oh, the Pop-Tart guy.
Pop-Tart guy.
Yeah.
He would just come over, and there were a couple of we didn't realize afterwards. We were like, do you think that was a hotbed for that was a gay gym? We're like, yeah, that was a gay gym. We realized afterward, you know, it was an actual like gay. Remember
If I'm walking in a gay gym, I'm going to realize as soon as I walk in there.
Well, he was like spotting him while squatting, and that guy Pop-Tart guy came over. He would always wear like a shirt, you know. He'd have the muscle top, the gloves.
You got to back up though how we first met him, because the one guy got called in like on like Valentine's Day when it was supposed to be off.
Is that how we first met him?
First met him that time because he
Is he
got
the
in
one
a
who
fight.
just? But was he the one who blew ass all over the?
Blue ass.
We don't know.
Okay, this is so we go. So there's a guy there who was usually really nice, right?
Yeah.
But it was Valentine's Day.
Some holiday.
Some kind of holiday. We go into the
B-rated
bathroom.
holiday.
Guy's got gloves, mask on.
He got called in for bad work.
He's got and he's scrubbing the walls. And I'm like, what? And I look in, and it is someone had a splatter pattern all over.
Oh my God.
And he's like, he remember he screamed at me and he cussed me out. And I was like, because I asked, and he was like, get out! And he came out and he apologized, like, man, I'm sorry, I just got called in because this guy he was always causing, you know, and he didn't tell us who it was. But then later, we were at the squat rack, and he came over, he was like asking, he comes over, he's like, hey, so you know, shoulder acne all over, and he has muscle shirt and gloves on. And I've never seen him do a set.
I've never seen him do anything.
And this is after, and he comes over, he's like, so you like do you use a belt? And I was doing squats and I was wearing a belt. I'm like, you know that I do. I'm wearing one. And I think this is the point where you and I had no interest. Like you realized, oh, Steven does just actually talk this way with people. I said, you know that I do. I'm wearing one. He's like, oh, what do you recommend? I'm like, I don't know. And then he asked, well, yeah, go ahead. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I remember I was like, go away.
Really pissed the one guy off, the guy who worked there, who dealt with him. He's like, yeah, that guy, Pop-Tart guy comes in all the time. He's like, he came in one time. He's like, so man, what do you think about creatine?
He did that with us too.
Yeah, he's like, would you like me to tell you everything I know about creatine that's ever been written? Because we can sit down for like a couple days and do that.
Yeah.
What was awkward is you'd sit like so he was learning how to squat and stuff, so I was trying to teach him properly. And the whole time you're sitting there, like, it doesn't matter what you would be doing, he would just be watching, and he'd stand there for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then come up. He'd just walk up, and he'd walk up and go, yeah, I'm old school. Like, what? Like, yeah, I eat like Pop-Tarts. Like, was like, yeah, I'm on a gain.
Yeah.
I Pop-Tarts.
Arnold
I'm like,
once.
I said, just leave me. Go away. Go away. And it turns out he was a guy who was like, he was doing steroids like in the bathroom and stuff like that, just out of his mind.
Wow.
And this is where you find these people at the gym, I guess, because they feel like it's their safe space to just be a total.
Don't do the steroids at home, just take it to the gym and do it.
You know?
You know what? I got another word. You run into some interesting people at the gym. Like this one guy, man, he was a burn victim. Remember him?
Oh my God, you bring this guy up?
Well, he had some.
Well, don't bring us down. I mean, you go from crazy Asian thumbing himself in the shower.
No, he was.
Is this like the English patient? I'm gonna feel bad for him.
Yeah, he was up. He had like one of his feet was missing. He had
There's a child, right? And, he's like, even though he's disabled, you know, he's
still in the gym.
He's gung ho. He's doing what he can do. And he came up to me. He said, "Man, these fools just kicked me off the basketball court." I was like, he said, can you believe that? Just because I'm disabled, I can't play basketball? I was like, well, man, think about it, man. Everybody knows you're going to go right and do that sky hook because you don't have no arm over here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're walking
one arm and one leg, so everybody know you're going left, mother. Everybody know you ain't going right. They gonna play you to the left and you gonna shoot that sky hook. So yeah, they tired of your ass.
He said, so he's like,
What
so I
did he
told
say?
him that, and he's like, I get it, man, but man, I can still play, man. I said, no, you can't, man. You can't.
Just try to get, man, just give it up, man.
He's
know
good
what'd be
guy. I said, come
hilarious?
over here. So we started lifting weights. I said, come on, let's lift some weights with us, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the basketball thing.
You know, it'd be hilarious if he only had one left. If he like deked right and someone fell for it. Like,
Yeah.
What? You know, that person would just
Oh,
feel
you
like
thought I
an
was going
idiot for
left,
his whole life.
huh? Just because I only got one arm above him.
Left sky hook.
I'm
Left
getting,
sky
new,
hook.
I'm
Am I
getting
going
good with
right,
this peg leg right here. Got a new prosthetic, my full right today.
Oh yeah, we had a guy. There was a guy in wrestling who then fought MMA who just had no. And I know it's kind of like the guy who ended up killing his girlfriend. You know, the South African sprinter.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, the guy with the metal legs. And it's like, I understand you're disabled, but it's like, okay, how about I use a hydraulic, press to bench press? Like it's an unfair advantage.
Yeah,
there was a guy
your
who would
calves
wrestle.
don't get tired.
Yeah,
You have the same spring the whole
Yeah,
time.
they took his medals away, right?
yeah. Well, he killed his girlfriend and everything. So
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
his
he
son,
did so much
right?
as his cellmates. But what happens is, there's this guy who would do wrestling, and you can go find him in MMA. And he hadn't like just up to the elbows and knees, right? But nothing below it.
Right.
And so parents were complaining. They're like, well, listen, our kids can't wrestle him. And they were like, how dare you? And think about it, you can't get him in any hold.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And so all he would do is he would
He's
just
like a worm.
Just like go on up to him and go back. And he never took him down. He would just like double up and double back.
I was like, yeah.
And he fought a guy in MMA.
Yeah.
And it was it's one of the funniest things I've ever. Well, not fun. It's not funny.
Yeah,
But
it is.
kinda
It's funny. It's funny as hell.
But I know I'm going off mic here. But he just nubbles right on up to the guy, and you can see the guy. You can't punch a downed opponent. Kick a downed opponent.
Yeah.
Well, you can't punch because the guy's like down here, but he's down here, so you can't kick. So the guy fighting it was like.
Just fall on him.
And he lost because for 3 rounds, the guy just nubbled in and nubbled out like a spider. And that was it. And they're like, I understand you're disabled.
Yeah.
But at what point do we say, listen, this is a sport that involves 2 arms, 2 legs.
Right.
We'll give you, 3 appendages. We call it the grace appendage.
He's like the creepy Spider Boy from Spider Baby from Toy Story.
Yes.
Just kind of walks in. Blah, blah,
And I
blah.
get it. I get why the parents would I get why the guy the whole Rudy, just let me compete.
Yeah.
But sometimes
Yeah.
I can't arm lock or leg lock. You have no arms and legs.
Try to wrestle a damn nugget.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got the chicken nugget, got it.
Just people trying to be
Yeah.
everything. to
All right, I think we're
everybody.
over time. We could probably go on forever on this. What's the best place for people to find you
Oh man.
after this?
Gab.
We got
The takeaway is they voted for Romney. No, it's not. It's
Come see us on stand-up tour. HodgeTwinsTour.com.
Yeah.
Find your city nearest you. Yeah.
HodgeTwinsTour.com. It's got to be in your act, the Asian guy, right? Is that in there?
No, we actually don't have him in the act.
You got to put him in there.
We gotta put him in there.
You got to put him in a video. Like you can create a character.
Yeah.
Just like Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's, put in the teeth and the Asian eyes, and you can just walk right in. And
I think I'm gonna put him on comic book.
That's gonna be second issue, huh?
he'd be, if he's in the comic book, he'll be the sidekick because he's kind of limited in what he can do.
Yeah, he's only gonna have one part.
Yeah.
Yeah, just finger the throw him out.
What's your superpower?
Yeah.
I finger hole very fast. Very fast. I finger ass.
That's funny as walking.
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
enough.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you ain't. Not
You know
sorry.
exactly what you were doing. All right, we got to go. HodgeTwinsTour.com. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. Got to
thanks,
have you
man.
guys back. And go away. We'll see you Thursday with Clint. Oh, gosh, Clint Howard and more.